everyone, it's Gina at Eyelash Pro Company, and I wanted to do a quick video just to let you guys know I've had a lot of questions actually from quite a few people who have questioned me about the subject of training students who are only classic trained to do volume lashing. And they ask, how in the world is that safe? How can that be done? And the answer is simply my fast fanning lashes. That's how I can do this. I just wanted to let you know that really truly my heart for our industry is to help it get better, to produce better quality students to go out into the real world and lash clients and do it safely. That's my number one goal and my priority when I teach and I train. My easy fanning lashes or fast fanning lashes are a little bit stickier at the base, so it really helps to, when you pull the chunk off the base or the chunk off of the strip, the bases stay together. It's just a very, very tiny amount. There's no sticky gooey mess or anything. I tried a lot of these, trust me. I worked with about a dozen different manufacturers before I found the kind that I really love. So yeah, that's how I can do that, because you can easily make these fans without any previous training whatsoever. I've had people who don't even do lashes, who are not in this industry at all, practice and try to do it, and they essentially do it without any trouble at all. So that's really the number one reason why I can do this. It's very, very important to me, like I said, for students to come in to my classes. We go over health and safety. We go over the difference between sanitation and disinfection and sterilization and what we should be doing, changing sheets on our beds, taking care of your posture and your body, and drinking lots of water, and making sure you get exercise and stretching, because this industry is tough on our bodies, as we well know. So we go over everything pretty much from A to Z. Those are just a couple of things we go over in the theory in the morning, but I spend quite a bit of time and I teach my students the mathematical volumetric calculations on how to determine what size of fan, in terms of 40, 5D, 60, whatever, that their clients can safely wear. So there's no question at the end of the day when we get finished that I don't ever not feel comfortable. If I did feel uncomfortable with the student, I would not give them their certificate right then, and we would have to keep practicing until I felt like they were. But so far I've never had anybody to where I wasn't confident and very I just knew that they were going to be able to go out into the real world and lash their clients safely. That's just something that's very important, and all of my students have told me that as well, so I think we're batting 1,000 in that respect. But yeah, that's really the reason why. And I just I have also had people question me and ask, like, well, they just say they don't think it's fair because they've had to spend thousands of dollars on Russian volume training, and I have too, believe me, I understand that. It's like there shouldn't be any shortcuts, and this is like cheating or whatever, and it's like, I have thought about all of those things, and I used to really be of the opinion that pretty much in everything in life, you can't miss those rungs on the ladder. It's really important to get that experience. In other words, you can't expect to graduate from college and then all of a sudden, because you have a college degree, just expect to be, unless you start your own company, the vice president of the company or something, and make $1 million a year. It usually doesn't happen that way. So I've always been of that opinion, and I still am to quite an extent. But because of the evolution and the things that have changed in our industry with products and glue aids and super bonders, thank you Ruthie Bell, there's all these different things, and the creation of fast fanning lashes, easy fanning lashes, blooming lashes as they're sometimes called. There's just so many things that are different now than when I started out in 2012. So they really benefit the new students coming into the industry, so that they don't necessarily have to sit there for 8 months like I did, just trying to pick up a chunk of lashes off of my strip, volume lashes, without the aid of having the little bit of extra stickiness on the strip so that the bases don't fall apart. You don't necessarily have to do that. Another thing, you know, and I'm all for that. I truly believe education is the key to just about everything. And it's important for us to keep training, to keep learning. And you can take my class and learn how to do what I call the American style strip lash look. But I always encourage my students, and I encourage everyone who will listen to me, go ahead and keep training. Take a mega volume class, take a true Russian volume class, learn how to make perfectly beautiful blooming lashes, fans that just have a perfect top line. I love that look too. I have always loved the strip lash look, something that's more fringed or jagged, or a little bit, as we say, the messy bun look. I'm all about the perfectly imperfect set of lashes. That's just my personal preference. I so appreciate everyone else's work and the time they have spent, the money they have spent, and all the effort, the training and whatnot. And yeah, I appreciate that, because that's the route I took, and I'm not sad that I did. I'm so glad that I did, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But like I said, with the way things have changed, it's just, I think a lot of the gals and guys who are coming into the industry now have an advantage to take classic training, learn those good basic techniques, and learn how to do a volume set using these type of lashes. These type of lashes don't necessarily always make the perfect fan, but that's why they work for me and the class that I teach, because of that particular style and look that we go for with the strip lash look. It's just a little jagged, it's a little imperfect, but yet when we get done, it just looks beautiful. We really practice a lot in the afternoon before we work on a live model. I really, you know, debated over that whole thing when I was developing my curriculum, but I really felt like, you know, there's obviously we let our clients or our models know, and they sign waivers and whatnot, so they know they're not going to get a perfectly wonderful set of lashes most likely. But I have to say, I have been so impressed with all of my students so far. They really, and you, if anybody of my students watches this, they can vouch for me. I am like a kid in a candy store at the end when I watch them make those fans, and they follow their maps perfectly, and they end up with a set that looks like the map. It's just, it's awesome to me. I love it. I mean, that's just something that I truly love. I love teaching. It's my heart. I love sharing knowledge. You know, I've learned a lot along the way, and I still have so much more to learn. I really want to take Lashbox LA's mega volume class. I follow Lydia, and I love her. So, I mean, you know, I want everyone to understand why I developed this course, why I have a love for it. I don't know. I just love the way the strip lash look is and how it looks. But those are the things I just wanted to touch base with everyone on today, because I have had a lot of people question, and I wanted to clear that up for everyone so that you have a really good understanding. I'm not just trying to push people and make money. It's not ever been my goal. It never will be. I'm just passionate about teaching and helping students learn how to safely lash their clients, okay? Okay, guys, much love to everyone. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for your support and your kind words to me. It means a lot, okay? Happy lashing!